What is up, YouTube? Your boy T back with another quick unboxing today. This time we got one from Marshall Designworks. Not Marshall Arachnids, but Marshall Designworks. They're a brand new company coming out of Tennessee, I think. A brother duo, and they decided to start up their own knife brand. So this is their first offering that I couldn't wait to get. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in and make this quick because I got back from getting lunch and this is waiting for me, and I'm so excited. I don't even have both my lights on, so that should let you know something. So let's go ahead. We're going to use what's in the pocket right now for this, which is the Vosteed and Devo nip. That's what we're going to go ahead and break into this with today. Let's go ahead and cut that open. Get this here. Zoink. Zoink. There's two. Like I said, I put in on the pre-order on this one back in, I think it was October. I've been anxiously awaiting its arrival. And today, she finally came. Today being May 16th. Today is, May 16th, 2026. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this up right away, but they did release today. So, I might go ahead and post this one up. Brand new, unlike most things that I usually sit on for a while. I'm using what's in the box. What's that? My COA and some hardware things. What we got here? Awesome. Oh, is that a paper color? What is that? We'll get into that later. Anything else? Toss that, don't need that. And here's the box. Pretty basic box. They did try and keep it at a budget price. I picked up the Kryos, which is the dark matter blue. We'll jump into this later. We can open that after the knife. But come on, let's go ahead and get into it and see what we got. Let's see. Some nice stickers. Graviton. Barcode. If you want to check them out, go ahead and get a screenshot that so you can take a look at those guys. Support a brand new knife company. Marshall Designworks branded white, which is cool. And we have the knife. Nothing else in there. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And there it is, folks. Ooh-wee. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little more so you can get a closer look at that. That is the Graviton in the Kryos dark matter blue carbon fiber. And I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, but it is glossy, glistening shred carbon fiber. I don't know. I might put some oil on here. Not sure. But yes, I ended up getting the anodized titanium accessories, the hardware, which is the screws, pivot collar, which is also some stuff in here, which looks like a pivot screw. And did it come with two pivot collars? Ryan did tell me that it had blue pivot screws. Let's go ahead and open this up before we even get into the blade. I know y'all want to see that blade. We'll open that up in a second. Let's see what these accessories are here. That does look like another pivot collar, but maybe they can correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know, but I'm going to take it. Some extra pivot collars, pivot screw that I don't know if I'm going to use. I do kind of like the look of the two-tone with the blue and the silver. These are the old hardware, the non-anodized hardware that comes on it, so it won't look like this, folks. The hardware, if you get it basic, it's going to be satin titanium hardware with the barrel spacers, whatever you want to call those back here, and not a back spacer, and the wire clip. And they do offer a titanium pocket clip that I'm going to be trying. I don't know if I'm going to try it on right now. I might take the wire one off and try it, but I don't know. We'll see. That's enough of that. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Bow! Look at that. Zoom out because she's a little big. We gotta zoom out so we can get the whole thing in the shot there. Yeah, nice sheep's foot / wharncliffe type blade. I guess you can say it's the sheep. It's got a straight edge, so it's not belly. So is this a wharncliffe? I guess I would call it a wharncliffe, but it does have the drop like a sheep's foot. So modified sheep's foot, wharncliffe, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it sweet. Oh man. The renderings on Marshall Designworks website does not do this the Kryos justice. When I put in the pre-order, they didn't even have any of these in hand so that we'll be able to see what they look like. It was a rendering. If you liked it, then you picked it, and me, blue being my favorite color, that was a no-brainer. This is the one I had to get. Feels very, very good in hand though. It's much more slender than I thought it was, which I'm not complaining. I do like a slender knife. Excuse me, I'm gonna wipe this blade out just in case there's any oils or anything, so we can see what this satin looks like. Cause I can lie, out the box, she's looking a little ashy. But that just could be the machine. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's see. Or is it just a heavy belt satin? That's why it looks like that. Which that could be it. Wipe it off. Yeah, folks. What we got? CPM 154 on the blade steel. Titanium on all the hardware. Titanium backspacer. The anodized blue titanium hardware. Pivot collar, backspacer are all extra, so you do have to go ahead and add that on if you want to get that. Like I said, it will come with satin, all satin on the basic one, which I believe is $169, but don't quote me on that. If I'm wrong, I might try and put it up on the screen somewhere, but don't quote me. Maybe I'll put it in the description if I was incorrect. But this is the Marshall Designworks Graviton. Pre-ordered in October, and they just dropped today on May 16th. So if I do end up posting this on, within the first couple days, if you like what you're looking at, you might want to go ahead and jump on one and get it ordered. What's that lock up sound like? Action is beautiful. Couple shakes to shut. Pretty sure that'll be more fall shut once she breaks in. Was the front flipper. Side finger, real easy. This jimping, they did a very good job on that jimping. Goes up and over. Well, we got the thumb. Shaking the camera a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. Thumb is really good. Side finger. Can I do the reach around? Nice. Can't usually do that one. I guess this jimping. Still not too good at it. It's awkward. That one is awkward for me. Jimping is definitely very useful. Nice and deep. Traction very good, not sliding off of there, but maybe they could have went just a tad further out, but it's pretty good for me where it's at. Excuse all the scratches, I was playing my dog, and I couldn't wait to get in here to open this, so I didn't wash or lotion my hands, so here we are. What else can I say? Like I said, anodized blue, pivot collar on the pivot. Pivot also looks satin. Got a belt satin on the grind, on the edge grind, and flats, or looks like a hand satin, but I know it's a Probably machined just lightly this way. Wire clip, one single screw for that. T8 hardware all around, I'm pretty sure. And if you can see inside there, can you see? Get the liners, and there is machining on the opposite side, if you can see that, which I doubt because I can barely see it. But if you see it, you let me know. That's that. I love how the lock bar is this bare metal, so that's a nice contrast. Wish it was exposed on this side. That would have been real cool. Access on it is very, very good. Getting there pretty easily. Got a nice chamfer on there. Is there a chamfer on this side? Nope, but it is cut out. It's cut out quite nicely, so that gives you good access in there, and you just gotta pow. Does feel like it's contoured. Can't feel it, feels contoured, but right here, that's a hard drop. You I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that is, it's chamfered right there. I didn't know that was even there from the pictures, so that's cool. Got a nice chamfer going all the way around. Does it go up top? No, it goes back flat up top. Love that cross section of the carbon fiber up top. Centered on the blade. Blade is centered quite nicely. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to get used to where this dang on camera's at. But lock bar or stop bar, well behind the edge right there. What's the plunge ground? Looks very good. Looks like you got a decent amount of life on there to sharpen off. And my favorite feature is this this groove that kind of transitions into kind of a swedge up here. I don't know if you can see that, but that is cool. I really like that. I really like how they did that. And that's enough gushing on this bad boy. Like I said, this is the Graviton from Marshall Designworks. Do I want to put the titanium pocket clip on here before I go? Do I? Do I? Should I? That's very nice. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna do it. Fuck it. Excuse my French. We are gonna go ahead and swap this pocket clip out, and I will make up my mind if I want to keep it on or not. But we're gonna go ahead and pop it on for now. And if I don't like it, I can always take it off. I do like the finish on this wire clip. What's that feel like? Pretty good tension on there. What's it feel like in and out of the pocket? Excuse me. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and swap that out real quick like. T8 also on the pocket clip. Cool beans. There's that. And you take this out, which I'm guessing is just going to have two little slots on it, which is why they're able to go with just one single screw on there. Spoke to Ryan about it. He said that he didn't particularly like it because he thought it was pokey. Not feeling it off of the blade, but let's see. Go ahead and put it on and see what that feels like in hand. Slid in there nicely. Little tight, little tight. That's a little tight, but I must say, I do like how that looks. A little matchy-matchy. A little matchy-matchy with the satin and the blade. You got the blue-black with the satin. I might keep it. I might keep that on there, folks. Do I like it? What do you think? See, just like into the pocket. It's a little tighter. The wire clip is a deep carry clip, so that is a bonus of the wire clip. So if I go back to it, that might be the reason why. But this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Goes in and out pretty nice. No snappy. And don't really feel it in hand, so it's not sharp to me in that way. Excuse me. That tip is a bit pointy, but it's not too bad, and I think that goes with the blade pretty good. So might be leaving that on for a while. Might be. Did check the centering all the way. Okay, that's it. Swap the clip out. Gonna leave that on. The Marshall. Oh, keep trying to get out of here. We're at what, 16 minutes? Do a quick size comparison. I guess since the nip was what was in my pocket, we'll go ahead and put it up against that, as well as the Raccoon V. Give you an idea there. Almost identical. Looks like they might be about the same size. I don't know why I thought that would be longer. And then we have the Wii 702, which is slightly longer. And the Vostede Psyop, which looks like it might be just a tad bigger. Just a tad bigger. Do I have anything bigger? Try that. Another Wii. It's a little bit longer. And Benchmade Osborne. Right? Open size comparison with these. Start backwards. That is almost spot on for the Benchmade, no? It's about what? That baby is a little longer. Right? There's that. And Psyop. What I have with the Psyop. There's that. Give you a good idea. And the Nip L and the Raccoon V. Okay. Good idea of what the size is. I think I might be getting quite comfortable in where my size range is. I think this is about ideal for me, and one that I think is probably very close in style wise. Just figured for honorable mention. Very, very, very popular knife, one of my favorites, and pretty much identical footprint. Just a slightly different blade shape, different lock, right? Okay, that's it, folks. This time for real. Your boy T with the review of, the unboxing of the Graviton from Marshall Designworks. This is the Kryos. And one last thing, I guess I will go ahead and do the weight. I'm guessing it's probably going to be maybe between 3 and 3.3. 2.9. That was close. Very close. 2.9 ounces. 2.9 ounces for a what looks like a little bit over 3-inch blade, no? Right? We got here. And that's about 3 1/4. So 3 3 1/4 inch with a 3-inch cutting edge at 2.9 ounces. So blade to weight ratio is pretty much spot on from what, most in the industry have been touting as ideal. Once again, this groove might be my favorite design feature on that blade. And I called it dusty, but that grind looks pretty damn good on camera. So just me, it's machined. All right, folks, that's enough of me gushing. Marshall Designworks Graviton Kryos edition. They have a dark matter purple with the DLC, a polished DLC blade. They have a G10 handled one, which is the budget. I think that one might be 120, somewhere around there. Very, very respectable prices on this. This one, like I said, was $169. With the additional hardware, still under $200. So if this is something that it looks like might be right up your alley, I highly suggest you go ahead and grab one if they're still available, if you can find one. But that's all for now, folks. Your boy T, and I am out. Let me know what you thought about this review in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'm out. Peace. And it won't stop. Why won't it stop?